Hello friends, it's Mellie Dearwolf here, and today I am going to do something totally different from what I usually do, and that is make a speed paint video. Now this video has a lot of footage, as you can probably tell on screen, and it took a little while to edit it, but that's fine. Did you know I actually started out making speed paint videos? I used to have this really bad webcam, and I would film myself drawing all kinds of stuff, whatever people suggested, back in 2006 or 5, I think. So yeah, this is like going back to this old thing. Anyway, yeah, I don't usually compete in these Jazza challenges, but I don't know, this one just spoke to me on a personal level, so I thought, why not try to make something for it? And in a way it's kind of a sad piece. I actually became a little bit depressed while drawing this. But yeah, basically the story is that you're supposed to draw yourself meeting with yourself from either 10 years in the past or 10 years in the future. I chose to do both because I think the past would be too depressing, but the future would be too hopeful, and I need to have sort of like a mix between those. So yeah, the story is that I haven't felt good in years. I mean, I have some good moments, but I don't want to go into too much of why or how or whatever. Basically, yeah, my life isn't the best it could be. So yeah, I thought this is like a situation where I'm trying to comfort my younger self by telling them, you know, well, the good stuff in life. Trying to only share the good parts so they don't get discouraged. I think my younger self would just be so surprised that I'm even alive at this age and in this time. So yeah, they would hug me. As you can see, they're going in for a hug, and I'm sitting there in the middle. And now you might be wondering, why am I crying? Well, my future self says one thing, and it's like the one thing I would love to hear from my future self, which is, in just a moment, things do get better. And that makes me cry, happy tears, you know. I don't want to wait 10 years to get better. I would like to get better soon, okay? So yeah, that's basically the story. And again, it's a little bit depressing because life isn't good, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? All my life, people have been telling me, you know, it's going to get better every time I talk about how bad I feel or something like that. They always tell me it's going to get better, and you know what? They said that 10 years ago too, so I have a hard time believing it. But if me from the future came and was like, it really is going to get better, I mean, I would have to believe them, right? So about the drawing in general, I wanted to go with the semi-realism. As you can see, I had already sketched out the drawing, which is because I used a lot of references, and I do not want people to look at all these super weird references. So I thought, okay, I'ma just sketch it out and then color it in this. Like, refine it, you know? I don't always draw. I think of this channel as like, you know, a creative space for me to like document whatever I'm up to, which means it could be anything. It could be like sewing or making jewelry, or in this case speed painting. which again is something I used to do a lot when I was younger. So it's kind of fun to go back to that. I also struggle with like my self-confidence on this. I don't think I'm bad at drawing, I just think I'm super slow. Like, that's how I feel about just about everything, right? If I make videos, they can turn out good, but it takes a lot of hours. And when I make this, again, it can turn out good, but it does take a lot of work too. But I'm glad I put in the work. I think I really like the finished piece, and I hope you will as well. Now, imagining how it would look like in 10 years was a bit tricky, to say the least. I don't really know where my style will take me. I just know that this is kind of what I would like to look like in the future, as of right now. I love those good old-fashioned dresses where they cinch in at the waist and puff out, and I love pastel colors, and this is basically what I'm aiming towards right now. So, I mean, let's check 10 years in the future if it's even relevant in any way. Also, like, my younger self, it's kind of funny to look back upon with the colored hair back then and now. And yeah, trying to like mimic the style I would wear, and I'm not really sure if that's actually what I would wear. I know I used to wear pretty short skirts and dark tops, so I don't think it's completely incorrect. But as you see, I actually wanted to paint the skirt blue, but then when I started doing it, I thought purple would look better in cohesion with the rest of the painting. I actually tried to like, I mean, you know, you have to read whatever you want into drawing, I guess. But I tried to have this color cohesion where it's like it goes from darker in the past to a little bit lighter in the future, or in the now, in the moment. Oh my gosh, you know what I mean. And then in the future it will be even lighter, so like I'm trying to take colors that are similar in all the clothes, but just like make them lighter, make them one step lighter, make them a little less grayscale, I guess, a little more saturated. At least that's what I attempted. Yeah, and I think one of the reasons it took so long to make this is actually all the deleting I have to do. I know people do it in other ways, I don't know, man. I haven't really learned it properly, not probably. I'm also sorry for all the mistakes I make while speaking. I really want the video to be out today, so I can't really take a lot of takes and a lot of editing into this. I'm in a new schedule where I try to only be at the computer in the morning, usually, or before this schedule I used to be always at the computer late in the night, like, yeah, you know, 2-3 a.m. or whatever. And now it's like I have from about 9 till maybe 12, and that's not a lot of time when you're a bit slow, and I really want this video to be out, so yeah. I'm sorry for all the speaking mistakes. I could also talk a bit about the future projects I am planning. But I mean, it's a bit complex, right? I do have a lot of things I want to do by summer. Like, I made a skirt recently, and I would like to make more clothes that fit my new style, or yeah, you know. And I would also like to make my own jewelry, and when it gets a little bit better weather, I would like to make some more resin, which I haven't done in a while. Also, I'm currently constantly working on the house, so yeah, there's a lot, which is also sometimes why I'm really bad at like staying active on social media and stuff like that, because I really struggle with all the stuff I have to do. I try to, you know, remember all the stuff correctly with like the freckles and stuff like that. I was like actually referencing my own hand as I drew because I knew I had a freckle on my hand and I wanted to include it, of course. So yeah, that is the thing that goes through all of it. Wee! Do you think I'm ever gonna stop being totally awkward when I'm like recording these? Maybe I should make a script or something. At least plan out what I'm going to say a little bit more. But I'm no good at that. I mean, I guess I could. But again, I'm no good at that. Now, I didn't know if I wanted to like paint my future self with colored hair, because I know I like having blonde hair, but I also don't mind the brown. I just thought maybe it was a bit too much blonde if my future was blonde as well. So yeah, they got to be brown haired, which is my natural hair color. So no shade. I like brown hair, I like blonde hair, I like basically all colors of hair. I don't like black hair on myself. It kind of makes me look super pasty. I have very, very, very pale skin, so yeah. Except in summer, which is just about to come, you know, the summer, the warmer weather. I can't wait. Can anyone else wait? I think this is around the time where I was like, okay, if I want to finish this in time, I have to speed up so much. I have to stop looking into every little detail, which I was doing at this point. Just like go with the flow and make the legs the same. And I mean, it's okay that the legs are the same because I have always just been wearing, I just forgot the word for it, you know, not tights, but like, I don't know, tights where it's like cut off at the bottom, so there's still socks, room for socks, if that makes sense. In reality, like the 2011 one should have probably had super colored socks, because I used to wear those all the time. But I mean, I just didn't feel like it super matched the picture. Also, since this is all going on like inside my mind, if that makes sense, I wanted the background to not be super realistic. I mean, I'm trying to go for a semi-realistic look in this photo. I don't know if I already mentioned that, but like the background should be like a fantasy background, right? So it's gonna be purple and a little bit broken, and then, you know, more fixed as we go toward the future, because that's what I'm hoping for. How is everyone doing at this time? That's a good question, right? How are you doing? You can tell me. I'm not gonna bite. I'm not gonna, you know, turn into a monster. At first I was thinking of going like with a gradient from dark to light towards the future again, but then I thought, like, I think maybe I was in a better place 10 years ago than I am now, even though 10 years ago was a pretty crappy place too. So I wanted the present to be darker and then lighter out to the sides. And here we are. This is the finished result. Thank you for watching my video.